Hi, family. Today, I don't know, I had in my, I think, I'm always thinking, and because I'm trying to get stronger with the Lord, and I asked the Lord for so many things that I even sometimes forget what I asked Him for is the reality. And then one day something happens, and I say, why me? And I had asked for it a month ago or 2 months ago. You see, and I wonder, you know, I got involved in writing this book, which I wanted to do for a long time. I got involved making these videos. I mean, I get real good feedback from them and everything else. And then sometimes I think I don't even qualify. You know, I bring this story up to you so it's a reminder because it's got something to do with it. It is that I went to get a job, at this a that and a guy was there to get the job that I went to get, and he had a bachelor's and a master's, and I called my wife and told my wife I'm leaving, and she said why? I said that's a guy that got a master's and a bachelor's, and I don't have none of that. And my wife told me just stay there. He's got a master's and he's got a bachelor's, but does he have your experience? And like I said this before. So the ending of that story was that he didn't get the job, but I did. And I called my wife to let her know, and she told me I knew it. You see, and so I wonder what does qualifies me to do what I'm doing. Because every time I speak to you guys, I always say the same thing. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a pastor, preacher. But one thing that I do have is that I love God. And I love to help people. And I have the experience because I lived it. That I know I do have. You see? But what makes me qualify? I be asking myself that. And I think sometimes I ask myself that too many times because it stops me sometimes, I feel, from growing. Because every time I escalate and do things, I think I'm going about it the wrong way. But it's so funny that every time I think I'm doing something wrong, the people see me and tell me, Victor, that was a great video. So I guess it's because when I do speak, I speak from my heart. I speak from my heart because I lived it. It's not something that I somebody else tell me a story or something. I live the things I speak about, and I had suffered. I reached rock bottom. I mean, sometimes people tell me about their testimonies, and and I stay quiet. I stay quiet because they speak like it was the end of the world. And I mean, everybody's testimony, everybody's strength, is different. So then I don't want to tell them about my testimony because I don't want them to feel that I'm trying to be better than them. And I know I shouldn't feel that way because the Lord tells me just go ahead. Let the people know what you're going through. You know, give back. You see, so, and I'm not a reader or nothing like that, but my church made a challenge, and I got involved in it, and it had to reading a verse every day, and the challenge is over, but I'm still doing it. I'm still reading verses of the Bible, so it's like I'm getting closer and closer because and my pastor spoke about this 3 years ago. Wow, and I say that to say that I also read devotionals, you know, and came up with I was reading about something, and it said the truth is God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies those he call. And I said, wow. So God called on me to do what I do. And I read that, and it just made me feel so good. And maybe I read into that when I read it because of the simple fact that I just said that sometimes I don't feel like I'm qualified. But I guess I was wrong. Because as long as God feels that I'm qualified and He's calling me to do this, I'm going to try to be the best at it. And I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. You know, I love you guys. And if I have to, like I said, that's why it's called Real Talk with Victor. Keep it real. So maybe you understand me. And not somebody that tries to go about it a sophisticated way. Not that I use curse words or nothing like that. But I'm street mentality, you know? And I know you understand that, and you'll hear it when I talk about, you know, what up, and things like that. So, yes, preachers don't speak like that. And so all I'm going to say is, you know, that verse that I just seen there, that you know, I read is not a verse in the Bible. I don't think. I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I haven't read the whole Bible, and maybe it is, but it came from a devotional, but it touched me. It touched me because it made me feel like, no, Victor, you're not doing nothing wrong. God called on you to do this, to share your stories, to share your life. And maybe you keep somebody from falling in that hole that you did. Wow. If I could do that just for one person, that would be the greatest feeling in my life. It just takes a little bit at a time, you know. And I know one thing, that when I feel I don't have enough strength, I know God has it, and God will take care of me. Real Talk with Victor. God bless you guys. Stay safe out there. It's Halloween. That's why I'm putting it out so early. And maybe I'll keep putting it up this early anyway. Let's see how I feel. But please stay safe out there and love on them kids and be good. Talk to you tomorrow.